Grand Theft Auto 6 has just been announced. Bryce, read the tweet. Bryce, that
You're really putting me on the spot here. I mean, like that's a lot. That's a lot of news at once.
you're the one who told me about it. Just read the pineappling.
Many of you have been asking about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. We're pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the series is underway.
So this could mean anything. This could mean literally. It means GTA 6 is coming.
Yes, it
Yeah,
means GTA
yeah, it
6 is
means
coming.
yeah. Who would have guessed? So I do want to point out something that Dylan said in our Discord server. Uh,
Dylan's a person.
shut up. I feel bad for the people working on the graphics. It has to magically look better than GTAV. GTA 6 was ahead of its time, and GTAV was ahead of its time, and GTA 6 is gonna be expected to be. So, also they didn't even reveal it in a video. Okay, I'm ignoring that last part because no one cares. But I do kind of agree. Grand Theft Auto's 5 graphics are amazing. It was ahead of its time, and I do believe that they still update graphics. Correct me if I'm wrong.
They're gonna be releasing a. This is something else they actually announced on their newswire. They're gonna be
Oh.
releasing a expanded and enhanced for GTA 5 with Oh, look at that, 4K, 60 FPS. Wow.
Oh, fancy. 60
So,
frames per second. Wait,
yeah, but you see,
were they
but
not
that
already
doesn't mean all
60
that much
frames per
compared to
second?
I I think like on certain PC things you could customize it so it can be like that, but on console, no.
Weird.
But
Yeah.
what that basically means is it doesn't matter how like high the resolution is. What matters is that they make the map in that resolution and sculpt it real nicely to simplify it. Really,
Yeah, so it's gonna be
slap
terrifying.
a good like graphics engine or whatever the hell they call it, game engine in there, and it takes an awful lot. That's the scary part.
It's kind of terrifying, like, they'd have to they perfected the PS5 GTA 5's graphics, and now they're like, all right, now let's make it better with GTA 6. Like, Rockstar is such a like quality over quantity company that it scares me on how they're gonna do GTA 6. You know, like
I mean, honestly,
are they just gonna
I thought
reuse
they
the
would
same
not release
things from GTA 5, or are they gonna do something completely new?
it. Of course, they're not going to reuse the same things.
Like, I
They're
mean the
gonna.
same graphics.
I I don't think they would. No,
Huh.
like me personally, I think they're gonna like work from the ground up like they did with every other game. Of course, they're gonna have like the fancy new game engine, whatever the hell that is in. But
Weird. I'm not used to like
they,
I'm not used to like a company reusing like making a new game engine for every game cuz like take Spyro
well, you
for
see, the
example.
issue is
Spyro
like
1, 2 and 3 I believe are all on the same engine. Like all of them.
nobody knows what Spyro is, and it takes so long. Like they even said in another tweet, like right next to it, they really like want to make each game, no matter what it is, better than the next one.
Oh, that's
Like so
scary.
the long gap between games anyway kind of confirms that like things will just be better with time anyway, as is most things. But they like to perfect every game. Like what happens after that, time will tell. But
Yeah. So what are your hopes for the new GTA game, Bryce?
you see, I want in a way I want it like of course it's gonna have to have a story mode, right? Then there's gonna be online, of course. Like that's something that's been pretty consistent.
Yeah,
But
that's a
with story
given.
mode, I feel like it'll be hard to really make it unique, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
feel
mean,
like
look at
last time they
GTA
really like covered
5.
every
Look at
narrative.
GTA 5 story mode. Trevor died, probably. I didn't play the story mode, but I'm pretty sure Trevor dies. That was like very hurtful
Sure,
for all the players. I
sure.
don't know how they're gonna match that level of emotion. Trevor did die, right?
No, sort of.
I'm pretty sure he died. I think he died. I should
But
really play
basically,
story
like they
mode.
covered yeah, but they basically covered every basis with story mode, and they did an excellent job. Another thing with GTA 6 is in its eventual online mode, it's fairly safe to assume it will have one.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, like the current GTA Online, like, I hate to say it, but it is kind of a shell compared to story mode. Like story mode is pets, planes, like AI planes flying on their own, all these like cool things like that, birds in the sky. Just it's full of life, full of cars, full of NPCs.
And then
Just
story mode is just people
and
with
GTA
guns.
Online,
Wait, no, online
yeah,
I meant.
GTA Online is like a shell of that, you know. Like there's
Yeah,
still things, of course, but it lacks a lot of that.
I honestly do
That's what
agree. I don't know. I
you
wasn't
know.
gonna bring this up
I
because
hate to say it.
yeah.
Like I hate to say it, but at the end of the day, I do want GTA. Like if there's an online for GTA 6, I will want that to be as full of life as the story mode would be.
Same. I don't.
Like
I don't
it'll
know how
suck
I
if I randomly
was.
run into like a pet, but
Oh well. Like, I wasn't gonna say something about it because, like, well, one, I don't know that much about GTA. Two, I wouldn't know how to phrase it. But like, it feels like lacking, especially in the case of apartments. I feel like they just kind of exist without reason. Like, I feel like it should be more
well,
customizable and you could put more things in it. That's just, I don't know.
I mean those are apartments. Like I feel like you mean with everything. Like you want the
Yeah,
ability to customize, you want the ability to add things,
yeah.
you want the ability to really put your personal touch in everything. I kind of get that, yeah.
If I can't put a poster
Something
saying
that I do
subscribe to
look forward
Netzocot, then
to.
what's worth playing the game?
Slap some like images in there and MS Paint.
Yeah. Just
But
alright.
something
I
that something I do look forward to actually is like a map that will not fully, of course, but like to a greater degree. Like certain things will be like destroyed if you shoot at them, or certain things will be affected if you do something to them more.
Oh, that'd
Like
be
I want like a
cool.
larger degree to that.
I want the ability to murder things with bombs and grenades.
You already can.
More. I want more of that ability.
Want more destruction?
Yes. And here's a question, Bryce, that I wanted to ask you. So
Shoot.
with the inevitability of GTA 6 probably coming in like 15 years, hypothetically say it comes sooner.
I'm thinking three.
Yeah, 3
I'm
years
thinking like
give or take.
2024.
All right, whatever. Say GTA 5 is still getting updates. Do you think it can coexist with GTA 5 or do you think it'll replace GTA 5? Cuz no matter what with time it will definitely replace it, but like how long do you think it'll take for that to happen? Like how long do you think they'll
Here's
be
what I'm thinking will
coexisting?
happen. So I think Rockstar can't keep GTA 5 online forever if there's a GTA 6 online, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the two can't really coexist per se. Like I really hate to say this, but I think GTA Online will definitely at least like at some point like have a downfall or become focused like sort of like its own single player. Just
Yeah.
that I feel like that'll happen eventually.
It's only a matter of time really. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe even if it's like 5 years after GTA 6, like eventually that'll happen. And at that point, I don't even know if I will still continue to care about GTA 5, but
Yeah.
that will be an inevitability at some point.
It's like the question of oh will Splatoon 3 coexist with Splatoon 2 for like maybe two maybe like half a year then everyone will be like oh well Splatoon 3 is better like what happened with Splatoon 1 people I genuinely don't really think people play Splatoon 1 because they like it better. I think that the only reason people would play Splatoon was because they don't own a Switch. And Splatoon
Well,
3
the
is
thing
gonna
is
be on the
also,
same console as Splatoon 2. So it's like
well, I mean, the
why would
thing
you
is
play
also,
Splatoon 2 at that point, you know?
the thing is also like that's an entire like entirely new game, all focused on the online aspect. I mean, they won't just like shut it down, obviously. Like,
Yeah, of
but
course
meanwhile,
not.
for GTA 5, it's a little different because I mean, like online's just an added bonus, really.
Yeah.
With expanded and enhanced being focused around online, I mean, I feel like they're gonna kind of have. their hand's gonna be forced eventually. They're gonna have to make. I think they're gonna have to eventually make a single player online mode.
Yeah. And I'm curious on popularity because everyone knows what a GTA is, but like, if you were to look up, like we were talking yesterday about how little GTA channels there are. There's like, what, 3 GTA channels that are
I
consistent and
mean, there are
popular?
like three actual consistent ones. Then there's like the big 2 million view Poppy Playtime Trend Join GTA channels.
I'm not counting that.
But like, there's like a good 3, 4, 5 pretty consistent ones. But like, they're pretty scarce.
Yeah, for such a popular game, that's a really small amount. Like, if you look at any other game that has that level of popularity, like Roblox, Minecraft, Mario, there's like so many more. So when GTA 6
Oh
comes
yeah.
out, how many people or how many more channels do you think will like either be dedicated and consistent to GTA, or how popular do you think it'll be, and how long will that popularity last, do you think?
Oh my gosh, there will be a massive level of hype built around it. Rockstar's Twitter, mind you, like whenever they post anything, like any random small update about GTA Online,
Uh,
like
can I give you like 5 seconds, Bryce? I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that. I believe the question I asked was how popular do you think GTA will be, and how long do you think the popularity will last?
I mean, like take GTA like as is, it is incredible. The game was just so ahead of its time. It lasted this long. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like I have a strong feeling for GTA 6, especially with like less and less like giant games that do like as massively successful as they used to. Like I have a feeling though that this is really going to make it big, especially with like believe it or not, the original GTA like was only available on like Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, I think it was, and even and PC, its like largest fan base was only added in 2015. I mean, GTA 6 will be big in that regard alone. I mean, it there is going to be a massive level of like everything built around it.
Interesting.
Is there anything else you want to cover, or is that it?
Uh, hmm. I want to talk about the location, cause that sounds
Oh, that's a
interesting.
big one. You
Cause
see,
okay, the main
they
when I
really
think GTA, whenever I think about like playing GTA, I'm like, I want to see all the beautiful things. I want to explore. I want to have a boat party with my friends.
you see the issue is that I just realized is like if you think of major, I mean like a large reason as to why GTA 5 was popular is like, oh look at that, it's Los Angeles. Everyone knows Los Angeles, but like they've already what will they do next? I mean,
I
I don't think they'll
think.
go to another country other than the U.S. It's all
What
about like
about what
it's their
about
own like little rule.
what about New York City? Because
They
there's
already
a
did
lot of
that in older GTA.
I didn't know that. Los Angeles?
That's where it takes place now.
I thought you said it took place in what?
Los Angeles, California.
Oh. Oh, that's why there's water. I didn't know where Los Angeles was.
Poor Charles.
Uh I'm just going to start naming popular areas. Washington D.C.
I kind of doubt the White House would be in it.
That's a good
Probably not.
point. Yeah, that'd be a political thing. What about Area 51?
I mean, like their whole point is to capitalize on like political things, but
That's a good point.
I'm pretty sure there was like an Area 51 like area and like some GTA. I forget.
Hollywood?
Um,
Is there anything important in Hollywood? It could be actually fun, like exploring all the
hey Charles,
yeah.
Hollywood is literally Los Angeles.
I didn't know that.
Vinewood, it's already in the game. Why?
All right. I feel like this is too much of a topic for us to understand or talk about.
I mean, like, there's other cities and stuff like Detroit, I guess, but like,
What's a
I really can't
Detroit?
see. it's just a place where like motor companies went there, then they left, and it just kind of got bankrupt. But I
Yeah,
really
that
don't
sounds
see a
accurate.
GTA working there.
What
Like,
about what about the plot of the story?
oh, that's a good one.
Because
That's a good one
like
because
I said, the last plot was so good that Trevor ended up dying.
you don't know anything about the plot, do you?
Not even slightest. All I know is that there's this one ghost who has a very lame backstory, and people discovered that you could turn into Bigfoot. I need to play more GTA.
I think that's the lore and not the story, but
Yeah, I meant lore. I don't care about the story. Trevor dies. Trevor's gonna die in the next game too, I bet.
sure, whatever you want to tell yourself, I guess.
What do you think the lore is gonna be like? Cause like a lot of online games have really
I mean,
interesting lore. Like except for Fortnite,
it,
like let's take I keep comparing this to Splatoon because they're both having a very similar experience right
how about you
now.
compare a game people actually know?
Let's compare it to Fortnite.
I mean, Fortnite lore is just things happening for things to happen.
Yeah,
If I'm being honest,
Fortnite doesn't
that's
really
always been
have
the
much
gimmick. But
plot.
I mean, honestly though, like
Why is
there's the
why
story
is
itself. Then there's like why is
why is Spider-Man in Fortnite?
oh that's called that's like it's sort of like reverse advertising.
Anyway, what were you gonna
But,
say?
you see, like really, the thing we have to remember for the end of the day is like it really like it really doesn't matter like what happens as long as it has to be different from like GTA 5. They have to find a way to like make something different, which really seems difficult.
Yeah, like how do you take this giant big game that's still getting updates and the graphics being 10 out of 10, make a sequel to it with an entirely new physics engine and not physics engine, but like an entire new engine and just entire new everything, entire new story, entire new location, and not reuse any of the assets except for like maybe some vehicles and some guns. But even that, I'm pretty sure is
I
going to
mean,
be remade
if
from
it's
the
a whole new
ground
game,
up.
they're not going to reuse anything. If it's a whole new game, they're not going to reuse anything. Like even if they wanted to, it just build the game from the ground up.
Yeah, I mean, like I meant reuse
Because I don't
ideas.
think
Like,
reusing things
of course they're gonna have cars in the
uh,
game and driving, but like they're gonna still make
yeah.
it from the
Like
ground
honestly,
up.
I think there's going to be quite a few similarities amongst the cars, but of course they're going to be redone. Of course they're going to be different. Of course they're not just going to copy and paste every idea over.
Unlike what I would have done.
But
Now here's the
yeah, I think
question.
that's
Here's a
what's up.
random question I have for is it because on paper it sounds like woo Rockstar's doing good, they're making the game from the ground up, not cutting corners. Now I feel like this is more so a mindset thing as opposed to a actually good thing, because like I'm glad they're taking their time with it, building things from ground up, but like you really couldn't, like they're not even gonna copy and paste, like I don't know how the vehicles work. Like I'm sure they're gonna reference their old code, but like you
I mean,
know
like they never have or never will use the same code because I'm not even sure if it would be compatible in the new physics engine. They're just going to do everything from the ground up.
that is
That's how
true,
it's
that
always
is
been done
true.
with games.
Not
I mean,
not all
like,
games. I mean, again, Spyro 1, 2, and 3
I
are
don't
all
know.
on
I
the
don't know.
same engine.
Honestly, I don't know what games in the past have had like redone code, but like it's going to be completely different, like altogether. A whole new installment in the series.
Yeah. I honestly I think that's all I really had to say.
Yeah, same here.
All right.
Well, I guess that covers everything for now.
Uh when the game comes out, of course I'll probably do a video on it. Probably definitely do a video on it. And
If you
yeah.
don't, I will cry.
And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Subscribe for more gaming content in general. I mainly do like Mario and stuff like that, but I occasionally
And there's going to
cover
be some
gaming
GTA
news.
6 updates for you. There's going to be
Yeah.
some GTA 6 updates, some gameplay in the far future, some
I'm
honest
gonna be
opinion.
forced to. I'm being held against my will here. Bryce really just wants to talk about GTA.
I mean, like, this is big news. It's been 8 years. Give me a break.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and goodbye. Subscribe if you enjoyed.
Subscribe.